So this video is for someone who is completely lonely and who has no friends. I have no friends in real life. I do have acquaintances, people that I know, but real friends in my life right now, no. However, I do have friends that I met online and they even not in my country. Some of my online friends are across the ocean. And what is the way to connect with like-minded people, people who will understand you and who you can share with similar interests in life and hobbies, and who can you connect on a very deep level? The best way is to post about yourself on social media. Just be yourself. When I started my journey on social media, on YouTube and other platforms, I felt like a complete loser because I didn't want to be fake. Everyone was posting their perfect life and I didn't have one. I just came out from abusive relationship at that point. It was like more than a year ago. I was suffering from loss of my dad. And I was very depressed, and I started to show my struggle, everyday struggle, and I wanted to show other people what I was going through. And I started right away receive very positive response from people who watched my videos, and they left very warm comments and they were praying for me. I even took screenshots and posted video reply to their comments because they touched my heart. And through sharing my story, through telling the truth, that's how I connected to other people with similar experiences. They were not from my country, they from other countries, from the United States, from other countries in Europe. But we had something in common, and they watched my videos, and basically that's how they got to know me. And it feels amazing. I know it's actually an illusion that you have someone, but at the same time it feels very real that you have other people who really care about you. And hater situation happened in my life. So there was a hater from my previous gym, from the previous location I lived at, and he saw me on social media because I was tagging my locations at that time, and that's how he found out about me. I didn't know about him anything, but he was watching my stories on Instagram. And I didn't know him because he had few photos and it was not clear photos of himself. And I never recognized him in real life until he started to act. He did very horrible things to me, including organization of my kidnapping. Yes, you heard it right. He organized my kidnapping from my own home. And it just was scary, very scary thing to go through. What I had at that moment, only God. I prayed and I believed, and I really believe that truth will overcome the darkness, and that's what eventually happened. After that horrible experience, I went silent. I was recovering. I was broken, but I knew one day I gonna come up from my knees. I knew one day I gonna have more strength than anyone from my haters could ever imagine. And this is happening right now. I'm just feeling stronger and stronger every day, even though I still have a lot of pain in me, even though I still suffer tremendously from not only psychopathic, narcissistic abuse from romantic relationships. I also suffer from losing my dad recently, and he had Alzheimer's disease and many other physical diseases, and I took care of him for 16 years. Guys, can you imagine 16 years with a mentally sick father? And I had no support, only coaches and psychologists, totally people who were not related, not blood related. All blood related families, they were kind of watching from the distance. No one really wanted to get involved with mentally ill person. And Alzheimer's disease, it's when brain dies, slowly but surely. And the body shuts down. And the person eventually cannot feed themselves, cannot go to bathroom by themselves, cannot do anything alone. And it's really, it felt like a curse. At that moment, I was feeling very, very lost and confused when I was with my mentally sick dad, because I didn't know how to handle the situation. And what helped me is talking to coaches and psychologists. They were strangers, but they had a will to support me. They found a way to encourage me to go forward. And without their support and help, I would not survive. Because that experience was heartbroken and crazy, to watch my dad slowly die, year by year. And not only that, we were also attacked by my sister's boyfriend. He's already passed away, because, believe me, karma is a bitch. If someone put hands on innocent people, that person will pay with their life. So that's what happened to that crazy boyfriend of my sister. He's no longer here alive. He's dead. And he's in hell right now. So he attacked me and my dad and almost killed us. It was a really crazy experience too. I got through so many traumatic experiences in my life. I sometimes I cannot even believe that this happened to me, but it was real. And after that attack, my dad became even more mentally ill, because he received many strokes on his head with metal pipe, very heavy one. And I surprised he survived that attack. I was in the hospital too after that violent attack, and we couldn't find the justice within our court system. Everything me and my dad tried to do to bring justice to this situation, it never happened. But God was above all courts, and God judged that perpetrator. And he got what he truly deserved. And when I found out that he passed away, I was so happy, because that person, he does not deserve to live and to make other people suffer. He also beat his 3 kids, 3 little ones, and he mentally tortured them. So I'm happy that he's dead right now. He's no longer alive. And basically, this recent hater from social media, I'm sure that God is dealing with him and other people from his team right now. God is above everything. God knows who was right, who was wrong, and God is judging everyone. It's not my job to sit and think about haters. It's my job to tell the truth and to be true to myself. And this is the most powerful thing that I can do. Just be myself and tell the truth. Whatever I feel, it comes out from my mouth. But haters, they don't know what truth is. They only can lie, cheat, and manipulate with other people's lives and emotions. It never ends well for them. So just remember, if you have 0 friends, but you suffer from depression, you suffer from your toxic relationships you've been through your life, maybe with your family members, your loved ones. No, you're not alone. If you go on social media and you start share your story, it's gonna be like a therapy for you. You're going to find eventually people who have the same experience as you did. And they will connect with you. They will write you. Just like people wrote me, they will do this for you too. They're gonna write you warm words, encouragement, blessings, and they're going to pray for you. You're not gonna feel alone anymore. So this is my advice for today. Just start posting something. Don't be ashamed. Everyone is going through something horrible in their lives, but not everyone has the courage to come out and say the truth. If you have the courage, trust me, your courage will be rewarded. And you're gonna feel loved and welcomed. Because you may not have supporters on your street. You may not have supporters in your borough, in your area, in your city, in your country, but trust me, across the ocean, there is a soul that is waiting to hear what you have to say and to connect with you on a very deep level. Because suffering, it's not easy if you're totally alone and you're sitting in darkness at night, sleepless nights, and you feel like a loser. It's never fun to go through this alone. So if you can find this courage within, you definitely should post something. And I know people who tried it just like myself, and then something happened and they stopped. But please start and continue, and you will see how much your life is going to change.